6 months ago, I was involved in an ATV accident. When I landed face first on the concrete, I had severe injuries to my face. I had 3 broken bones in my face. My jaw was broken, my nose was broken, and I had an orbital fracture as well to my eye. I had, where my fracture was in my mouth, it fractured all of my teeth from the actual root of the tooth. So all of my teeth were dead. They were still in place. We weren't even sure they were gonna stay in place. Honestly, for a little while, my mouth was wired. When I was in the hospital, one of my family members reached out to Dr. Wright and also put something out there on social media that Dr. Wright saw as well, saw the injuries, heard about my injuries, and said, I can help. I was not a patient of his, but he saw what was going on with me, saw, like I said, the injuries and the damage to my mouth, and knew that he could be of assistance to me. When I was discharged from the hospital, he was at my house the same day. He came that same day and just started doing work, whatever he could. I wasn't very mobile at that point because I did have some head injury, severe head injury. So he came to the house. He came to the house, brought medicine, his tools, everything that he needed to get me started in that process of healing. For a little while, my mouth was wired. And it was that way for about a good 6 weeks. And that was part of what, when Dr. Wright came out and assessed and everything, that was part of the procedure. Making sure my jaw could somewhat heal before we took that wire off and see if my teeth would even stay in place. They did, and then I came in for one of my appointments, and we realized after x-ray and some different procedure type things that my teeth were dead. They had disconnected. The root did not heal back. And so if I would have left them that way, eventually I was told that they would have darkened and deadened and very likely would have fallen out on their own. So they had pretty much given up life. And it was all my front teeth and, you know, right there where everybody sees. So for me, it was, okay, what can we do to fix this? I came for several appointments for getting me all ready. I was gonna have to have oral surgery. And that term, for anybody's surgery, you're kind of like, oh, all right, let's do this. But I knew it was something that needed to be done, and it was the easiest procedure. I came in that morning. I felt good. They made me feel real comfortable, made me comfortable in the back and got me situated. Took those teeth, what they did, they took them out. All the ones that had died. They took those out. I did have to have some bone grafting done because of the broken jaw. It ended up being a little worse than we had originally thought. And then after that was all completed, they replaced those teeth with implants. And I guess for me, I was up and going within a couple of days. Honestly, that next evening, I really felt better. And I remember saying to Dr. Wright, this was so easy. And he looked at me and he said, well, yeah, that's the way we want it for our patients. And I said, well, it was. I want you to know it really was. And so it was just a great procedure. And now I'm in the healing process of that, which really has just been a matter of learning some different ways to floss, some different ways to brush, things like that. Letting that jaw really heal up and just be happy where it is with the new teeth. And now I've got I would say, perfect smile on the top. So I have always had an extreme fear of the dentist. And that was a place that I would say I somewhat avoided. And even though I brought my son and even though my family came here, it was just not something that I was comfortable with. And after the accident and going through the procedures and things that I have with this team, I don't have any fears or worries at all about coming here. It's crazy how it has completely changed my mindset on what a dentist is and what their team is and what they do for you, because I walk in here, everybody knows me, and they greet me when I come in. They say, "Hey Sarah, how are you today?" And it's completely changed. There's no worries. It's really neat.